EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
29-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Stafford going to give it to Swift. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
By Chandler Jones.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. The gun, Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Down to about the 22 here. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2.
Down at the 22-yard line.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
On third and short, Drake shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
The 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Now Drake. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Tackle made by Devin Bush. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
Seven yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. For the shotgun with Drake. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
On the play. Brings up third down and 7.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now a carry for Swift. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Byron Murphy.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He's going to, it's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
Down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Stafford. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown.
Complete to Kenny Galladay.
Kenny Galladay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Matt Prater.
It's one thing to be known as a guy who can make big-time plays downfield and gain almost 20 yards per catch. But how about the guy who knows how to put the ball in the end zone as well, and that's Kenny Galladay. He's an absolute threat every time the ball goes in his area. Led the NFL with 11 touchdown catches last year. Kenny Galladay is a guy that I'm glad that I never had to try and cover when I was trying to be a defensive back.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, Drake. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Blake Cashman on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Running, it's Drake. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Tackled at the 46-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
You got 4. You got 4.
On 3rd down, Drake. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe. Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now it's Swift. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to sling this deep downfield and unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
31-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A give running right, Drake. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
Now on first down, Drake again. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
2nd and 11.
Mike, 58, right there. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep
Play action. Now it's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
58 to Mike.
To throw, it's Murray. Dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run with Drake. And he's going to get stopped up quickly.
Kenyon
Give him a yard down to the 43.
Ed Oliver made the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, 4 down. 58, right over there.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. Drake. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
The 15-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
His drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Baby, that's
On second down is Drake. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll come out in the pistol. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. On first and goal, Drake. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Trey Hendrickson.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Cardinals 10, Lions 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Operating from the gun, Stafford. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock, and he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
For Detroit.
The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
57. Mike, 57. Defense, we shoot.
From the gun, Murray. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted.
Let's get that swing.
Picked off at the 16. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Prater lining up for the point after.
Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
Too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Sure. Check 15. Check 15.
Murray trying again after the pick six. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Murray a give. This is Drake. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
I'm here all day. Watch the ship.
From the 39, Murray. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 33. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. From the gun, it's Drake. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check.
From the 31, Murray buying time to his left. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Cardinals 17, Lions 14.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
For 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. From the gun, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Here's Kerryon Johnson, 3rd-year man from Auburn. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The pass to Brown as he hauls it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
And
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On 1st down, Swift. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
It's a gain of 6.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 57. Mike, 57. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Right back to Drake. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Drake. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They run toss to the right with Drake. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Shit, shit.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
You got it, you got it. Let's 57, 57, right? Pick me up. Here we go.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw, eluding the pressure right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Ed Oliver that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Agnew on the return. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
The 29-yard line.
From the gun, Stafford.
On Stafford for the third time is intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On first down, it's Drake, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Cardinals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
23.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Running is Swift, and he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
A loss of a yard on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now Stafford. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Stafford. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now it's Stafford. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Budda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Ed Oliver.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground with Drake. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brought down by Trey Flowers. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Cardinals, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.